Hi guys, this is Anna Dolopo. I'm a licensed acupuncturist and today is my 75th video and we're going to be talking about a very special Yelp review that was given to me on February 10, 2018. To date, there are over 209 Yelps on my two websites, and also there are a bunch of other testimonials that were not reviewed on Yelp. So please visit them at moveyourqi.com and committedtobetterme.com. For those of you who don't know, I'm a licensed acupuncturist, and the name of my business is Elements in Harmony Acupuncture and Chinese Herbs, and I've been doing this since 1999. So I'm going to go straight to it. This is especially about foot pain, and there are 3 different reviews by the same person. And the reason why I've picked this one is because he really took the time to write an amazing review. I'm so grateful for it. It took me 10 years to earn this one. And, for something really solid like this, I think it deserves special attention. So, well, here we go. It's by Giuseppe, and he's from Evanston, Wyoming. My practice is in Laguna Hills in beautiful Southern California. My gosh, 100 reviews and a solid 5-star establishment. Truth is, Anna deserves 1,000 times 1,000 5-star reviews. So 100 at the time we're showing. So like 100, if it matters, 110 are showing, but 100 are not showing. They just have an algorithm on Yelp, just to be consistent as to why I said 209 plus earlier. So continuing on, I've seen Anna for 3 separate issues over the last 10 years. My first encounter with her was to deal with chronic foot pain. Daily foot massages were the only relief I could find for what I was accepting as part of life. The hour-long massages would only produce a couple of hours of relief, usually just enough to fall asleep. Anna's name started to circulate around the office, and each testimony made me more and more curious. Eventually, I took the information and made an appointment to get stuck with needles. Come on, you know that's what you think of. That's how you think of acupuncture. As with all new clients, Anna will sit down and explain a bunch of stuff to you about insurance, care, health, nutrition, and costs. Just to let you know, right now, as of 2018, I don't take insurance. I just want to put that out there. She's remarkably gentle, caring, and reassuring. That reassurance is a spirit of encouragement surrounded by an immense amount of confidence. With an incredible smile, she will ask you if you want to move forward. After dealing with the foot pain for decades, I was willing to try anything. She just made that decision a lot easier. Getting stuck with needles was less painless than I anticipated. And once it was less painless than I anticipated. Okay. And once I experienced relief from the pain, I was eager to keep going. Maybe he meant less painful than he anticipated. But whatever the case, it gave him relief from pain. Each visit produced more and more relief, with the time between the foot pains returning growing further and further apart. So he basically was saying, as we were progressing with the treatments, the number of days or weeks that he didn't have the pain or that it was significantly improved started becoming, it started extending. Eventually, the pain was completely gone, and I suspended visits to her before we completed the calculated number of visits. I became a believer of Eastern medicine. 10 years had passed since that first experience when I started to have issues with restless leg syndrome, also known as RLS. Some quick research online sent me into a depression, as most reports stated that there is no cure for RLS. Recommendations for relief were all a no-go option for me. The nights of poor to no sleep were beginning to impact my days. I was again desperate for relief. Eventually, acupuncture came to mind, and I went frantically searching for that girl's information again. Eventually, I found Anna's information buried on my hard drive and texted her. Thank God she was still in business, still in Orange County, and somehow remembers me. An appointment was made, and I spent almost every other day in her office for about 2 weeks before I was 100% pain-free and satisfied. My third and latest experience with Anna was about a year later. I must have bruised the sole of my foot hiking or something. After waiting nearly 3 months for the foot to heal so that I can walk normally, I decided to see Anna again. Having a better understanding of how acupuncture works by this point, I knew that stimulating the nerves would accelerate the healing process. This injury seemed to be a bit more stubborn to heal. The sessions were long, more frequent, and more expected before the last 20% of pain dissipated. Anna and acupuncture is 3 for 3 in my book. That's 3 more success stories than I ever got from modern medicine and or doctors. I hope this testimony, along with the 100 others before me, encourages you to give Anna a call. So those are all foot-related, leg-related cases. I have a saying, if you can point to it, I can treat it at least 85-95% of the time. I do have a protocol in helping people actually graduate from pain. I did 3 accountability videos. It's how to hold my work accountable. The one that I have every patient watch is Accountability Part 3. It explains how I get people from having pain or whatever suffering they're going through, whether it's internal issues, emotional, mental health issues, physical, musculoskeletal issues, whether it's a neurological issue, a musculoskeletal issue, what have you, whatever the issue is, I explain how I can get a person from suffering to 30, 50, 80 to permanently 100%. I am not God. I don't have a 100% success rate, but if you look at both my videos, both my websites, moveyourqi.com and committedtobetterbeing.com, you'll see that I'm pretty serious when I say I have an 85 to 95% success rate in helping people either significantly improve or graduate. Significant improvement is when you're 80 to 99% improved. So if you're suffering, say for example, if you have RLS or if you have foot pain, a variety of foot pain, whether it's plantar fasciitis, Morton's neuroma, or whatever issues are going down in the feet, or it doesn't have to be a foot thing. It could be tightness or pain or anything else going on, tingling, numbness going on in your body. Imagine yourself 80 to 99% better. Just imagine, and imagine if that happens within 2 to 6 weeks. Like, how much would your life change? Even if it was like, if you're really suffering, imagine what your life would be like if you were 30 to 50% improved within 2 to 6 weeks. Well, that's what's going on in my office. I practice balance method, acupuncture. My late grandmaster, Dr. Richard Tan, taught me and my colleagues around the world Dr. Tan's balance method. And so none of the needles will go to the pain, to the area of pain. So when I treated the heel pain, none of the needles went to the heel. The restless leg syndrome, I was not putting the needles where the issues were. When I'm treating neck pain, none of the needles go to the neck, and so on and so forth. So actually, I'm going to pull up my phone really fast because someone sent me a text, and she's had 7 treatments, and this was an issue where she was getting so worried, so concerned, and I'm just excited to share this particular, just the results so far, because she's so happy. She had tingling and pain and numbness in her hands and her fingers, and she's trying to get results from a diagnosis from a doctors. She's seen 2 neurologists and her primary, and she's being referred to a rheumatologist, and she's being checked to see if she has something autoimmune issue wise. In the meanwhile, they're really not certain what's going on, which is why they're doing all these testing. And I want to bring this up because when she told the neurologist, look, I'm not taking all that medication you want to give me, which is not necessarily what people want and what I'm assuming doctors want to hear. I'm assuming that's not what they want to hear. So his response was, well, it can't hurt. And I have my opinions about that. More and more of my patients are having doctors where they're like, look, that's awesome, keep going. I have 2 patients whom I had helped while they were going through oncology treatments with their oncologist, radiation and chemotherapy. And it's almost like nothing happens. They were going through all these, their radiation and chemotherapy, but the symptoms were so minimal. You would not even know that they were going through cancer therapy. I mean, I'm just astounded. I personally am astounded, and I do hope that they do share their stories. I don't take it personally if people don't want to share their stories, but they were here almost every day, maybe one of the women 2 to 3 times a week, and she was able to work and have energy and have no nausea and fatigue or anything like that. She just felt amazing. And even her social worker was like, "Are you sure you're okay?" And she's like, "I feel amazing." And she attested to the acupuncture. Just acupuncture, no herbs. So that's something that I wanted to share on the side. But her doctors were like, "Yeah, I can keep going with the acupuncture." Whereas this woman, her neurologist was like, "Well, it can't help." Well, that's not really instilling faith in your patient. And let me tell you what happened after 7 treatments. She emailed me yesterday. Yesterday was the first day I didn't take any medication or analgesic of any kind. That includes ibuprofen. No pain, just some tingling and numbness in feet. Praise the Lord. Thank you so much. And let me just tell you what the dates of her treatments were, because this case is fresh, and it's extremely relevant right now. She came in July 30, August 6, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15, and she's going to come in today for her 8th treatment. So that's what I mean about aggressiveness. I like to put my money where my mouth is when it comes to telling people that I get rid of pain and suffering, whether it's an internal issue or an external issue like musculoskeletal, or if someone's dealing with depression or sleep issues or whatever. Not everything can be treated in 5 to 15 treatments, but if you're seeing some results, and 30 to 50%, and for those people especially who are able to go aggressively, we're getting these kinds of results. The one that you saw in this testimonial that contains 3 testimonials. I should say this Yelp review that contains 3 testimonials. I really am very proud of this one because, for someone to write a review after 1 or 5 treatments 2 weeks later is one thing, and I'm always appreciative of it. But when someone waits 10 years and says, "You know what, I'm willing to really say that this acupuncturist knows what she's doing," and it's been consistent each time. And if anything, this is my going on my 20th year in practice, so I think I'm getting better and better and better. I keep taking classes. I keep doing my best to excel in my technique, in my understanding, in my comprehension of Chinese medicine, especially balance method. And it's an amazing thing. For those of you who need to know, I continue my studies with different teachers, but especially with C1 balance method. Dr. Eileen Hahn, who's the most senior student of our late Grandmaster Dr. Richard Tan. She's in San Diego. So if you happen to be in San Diego, do visit her website. Eileen Hahn, I forgot she just recently changed the name of her business, but that is, I think it's Essential Acupuncture, but look up eileenhahn.com and it'll take you to that website. So anyways, I hope this helps. And for those of you who've been joining my Happy Club, please know that I'm so thankful. If you'd like to join my Happy Club, please, you can text me at 619-341-4341, or you can call me at 949-305-1703. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.